Hello. Hi, this is anime_millennial.cos.ph. Hi. Once again, hi, Australia man. I am once again April O'Neill for an interview with the cosplay Inquirer. And today we're interviewing Queen Alexei. So as soon as she pops into the chat, I am going to send her an invite for the interview. Hello, Taran. Hello, Ankumar. Hello. I'm sorry, RN. I have to turn down your request because I'm actually waiting for a somebody I'm going to interview. But afterwards, we can maybe chat if you want. And let me see if I can. Hello, Josh. Let me see if I can send Queen Alexei the invite. Oh, there it is. Able to. We should be able to split the screen presently, I hope. Hello, Verdugo. Hello, fashion hair makeup. Hello. Hi, waving. I'm waiting for the guest. Happy Friday to you too. How is the cosplay life going? Hello. Okay, so we have a bunch of questions ready for Queen Alexei. Oh, thank you, Taryn. There, it's a wig, but hey, this color, this is the life I'm living right now. Oh, Queen Alexei just okay. There she
Hello.
is. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you and welcome to the Cosplay Inquirer. This
Thank you for having me on here. I feel honored.
yeah, the first issue, so you're kind of letting us test the waters to see what
Yeah.
happens. So
I have to admit, I love your makeup, first of all.
oh, thank you. I'm learning so much from your coffee and the way you're running your business. So I can't wait to let you share what the magic is. Well,
Hmm.
thank you so much.
No
I'm
problem, no problem.
doing this is a Leonardo inspired look.
Nice. Definitely dig it. It's nice.
Okay, so Queen Alexei, who is Queen Alexei? And what would you like the cosplay community to know about you?
All right, so who is Queen Alexei? So first of all, some people tend to ask me, they're just like, well, how did you come up with the username? So it was kind of just like a thing that it just kind of happened. Like before this account used to be, I guess it's called like the Lexi Alex. That's my YouTube channel. And then I just rebranded it toward like my cosplay as like, I started to get bigger and stuff like that. And then Queen A is just a name that I've kind of always called myself. So I guess it kind of just like combined together. And then I also have like a private account that's called Alexi. So I just combined the two and then yeah, just created that.
That
But
that
um,
that's amazing. So I mean, you always called yourself a queen, and that's that. I mean, I absolutely love that energy. I'm so happy that it kind of materialized into a username. A username sometimes is a permutation of ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah. So, you're a natural sculptor. I've seen you make all of these beautiful accessories, which you sell on Etsy and on Coffee. And in addition to cosplaying, you just launched your own accessory line and a program to go with that business. So, what are some of the things, the benefits in an affiliate?
So yes. So if you do go on my profile, I do have a post saying that I was looking for promoters, and I still am. So if anyone wants to join, any of you that are watching, please go on my page. And The minimum requirements are obviously you have to have over 1,000 followers. The more exposure, the better, obviously. And then you have to be able to, buy and promote my products and stuff like that. We don't want any scammers over here. People that just want to like, clout chase. I don't respect that. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah. So some of the benefits is that like when people buy off of Etsy, my promoters get like a 50% off code
Mhm.
with like whatever name that they have. Like for example, one of my supporters slash promoters is named Victoria Rose Geek. You guys should follow her, by the way. She's an amazing cosplayer.
We'll be sure to
She,
you so that we can follow her too.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
so
But
Rosie.
yeah, yeah, I believe hers. I think is like V Rose 50. But yeah, so if you become a promoter, you get a 50% off Etsy code that both your followers and you can use. And
Mhm.
then on top of that, obviously, you'll get a free item every single time you purchase from my Ko-fi shop. So that's also another perk. And on top of that, I'll help you be able to, bring new traffic and new followers to your page, like support me, I support you type of thing. So,
There's whenever we do anything in the cosplay community, there's usually a cross promoting aspect to it. And yeah, that's wonderful that that's a great benefit, even more so than uh, an affiliate program. It's a networking program too. That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's a networking program. So tell us about the Pride accessory line and what's your brand philosophy?
Okay. So, first of all, by philosophy, like you mean like the origin or
Well, it could be whatever wherever you take it. So if the origin is what came up, let's go with that. So how did it originate?
Okay, so I normally tell people it literally happened in the middle of the pandemic. And I've always been a lover of accessories. Like normally if you see me in or out of cosplay, I'm normally leave the house with like sunglasses or like a ring or bracelet. I just can never like, leave the house just feeling like naked in a sense without anything on me. So, yeah, accessories just brings it out.
As
So I had this like bracelet kit in my room and I just kept staring at it and I'm just like, maybe I should start, making bracelets because like, I didn't have a job at that time and like I had to make some money. So actually I did, but like it wasn't really picking up as like the job kind of cut because of the pandemic, so I didn't make much hours. So I'm like, I kind of want to make more money and like see like where this bracelet thing goes. So I started just like making bracelets and I started to take off from there. I like slowly, gained customers and stuff. And then I just decided to branch out to like earrings, chokers, and other things, and also teaching myself how to make them in the process because at first, like I'm always buying accessories, but it's like I never really put myself in those shoes of actually like making it, like using pliers to like attach jump rings onto keychains and stuff like that. So it was all just kind of like a learning process. And I'm the type of person where it's like I like to just like, jump on new opportunities and stuff to like, you know, expand my business and stuff. So that's pretty much how it started. And it's been about a year. So at first, like a couple, like about a month ago or so, I was kind of in a little like ditch, and I was just like, do I really want to continue this? Because I realized there wasn't really like many customers. Because unfortunately, I have like combined over 30,000 followers, and like I'm not trying to brag, but I'm thankful for like the customers that I've had, but at the same time, it just didn't really make sense to me that like I'm just going days and days without getting any sales. I'm like, what's going on? Like I'm constantly promoting like every day. I have people, spreading the word for me. And then I have my friend Victoria, for example. She's like a top supporter of mine, like literally supports me like every week. Very thankful for her. But it came to the point where it's just like, I run this thing by myself and it's hard because like I don't have a team behind me. Like I'm the one who's in charge of like the shipping and everything, and on
You're
top of that, the post office has been giving me a hard time too, and that's another story. And they increased the shipping, so I had to increase the prices of my stuff. And it's like, I wanted to make it cheap and affordable, but once I raised the prices, that's when like the sale amount just started dropping. Like I was like not getting any sales, and I'm just like, well, like I kind of need money to help me like, keep this business going because like I want to, make this into like a full-time thing.
Of
But
course.
I've had a lot of people just tell me like, just to keep going with what I'm doing, and that's what I've kind of been doing. And I've been doing my research, seeing what's trending, taking advice from my supporters, which I appreciate. Um, and just kind of pushing myself and taking things day by day. And with this Pride sale, leading into your other question, what
I love.
is the thing? Um, Obviously, me being like a very strong ally of the LGBT community, having this out and being able to like sell products for people to be able to express themselves, through accessories and stuff that I love is great. And obviously some of you may have noticed, I do sell like bracelets such as pan by, some bracelets that like express, your sexuality and stuff like that. And I also have the very popular rainbow lollipop bundle,
Yeah, we
which is like, yeah.
the asexual representation in the bracelets. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to keep my business all inclusive, I would say. So like, like there's something for everyone. And obviously, not everyone is really interested in what I sell. So that's why sometimes I'm like, hey, I'll accept donations if anything, or like you could just share, retweet. Anything counts, honestly. And I appreciate support, both free and paid. So,
I saw that you do also photo edits, so people can contact you for a photo at a time. You
yeah.
also prints of your own cosplays, so they can support you in that way. You really have a very diverse way of in all price ranges of how people may support you. So it's actually very very easy.
Yeah, yeah. I like to just be very organized. And I feel like this is a little personal, but like I have OCD and I'm very open about it. And us as OCD people, we tend to be very, very organized and we like to have everything neat, perfect, just clean cut. And that's just the kind of person that I am. So it's just like I like to keep everything organized. And I feel like that's just important and like part of like, having a good website. You have to have everything organized. I mean, who wants to shop in a website that has, everything all over the place? Like I just like to have everything sectionized so like when people come and they're like, oh hey, I'm looking for a Pride product. Here, Pride section. If I'm looking for a bracelet section and stuff like that. So I'm all about, just making sure like my brand looks nice and the website looks presentable and at least, easy to for people to access and get their stuff. So
That definitely comes across. It's a very, very easy to search website. And I don't know, this might like you might like my to-do list.
yeah, I love that.
On the other side,
That's
it's like
literally perfect with the sections and everything. And pink and black are my favorite colors too.
it's like persisted and I must send you one of these.
Please, please.
You can draw lines across of it. Oh my god. So I think we're kindred souls in that regard. We like organized things and post-its. So so uh you're at the forefront of cosplay and POC entrepreneurship. Is there anything you would like to add in this respect? Any topic of choice?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
No problem. So you're at the forefront of POC entrepreneurship and cosplay. I've not seen very many people doing the business, but and also doing the cosplay at the same time. At least not yet. I'm sure everybody is. So out there. So is there any aspect of this that you would like to highlight, discuss, or emphasize?
Well, I guess, me being a black business owner who's also, trying to be a full-time business owner and cosplayer at the same time, I feel like it definitely helps when you already have that platform of like cosplaying because you could just, derive that attention to, your business. But at the same time, I just feel like a lot of black creators in general, especially black owned businesses, they don't really get that much attention. And I feel like it wasn't until, all the events that happened last year and the fact that Black Lives Matter blew up was when we started to get more attention. When obviously it should have always been this way, but
Oh.
it takes generations for people to really, I guess, like
Mhm.
grasp the importance of the Black community and how, like just like non people of color, like we work hard too. We deserve to be recognized. We have great products, and I just wish that because of our race, we had more equality and more, the same type of attention that, like a white business owner would get. I just feel like we have to put like 10 times more of the, what's it called? We have to do 10 times more of the work because obviously people often reject us because of our race and it's not fair. And, I strive to, me being an advocate for, like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, I really, really stand by the whole idea of like Black people in general just deserve more. And, we shouldn't have to really kill ourselves to like get out there and to be noticed. Like we should,
No.
at least have, the same amount of support, if you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I am familiar and I can relate in some ways. I mean, intersectionally, we do have a few things in common. I mean, I'm Latina. I have a business. You have a business, and yes, it does feel like the goal is the same as everybody else, but the road is harder.
Hmm.
And I find that venues for exposure are fewer. For example,
Yeah.
there's Cosplay of Color. That's one of the pages that shares POC cosplay, but I don't really know of anybody else at that size of followers. I don't see another account that is a sister account with thousands of followers. If you see anything, it's got like a few thousand, but not that 20K. I don't know how many people Cosplay of Color has on their follower list, but it's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
There's ones with it too, so I don't know. Maybe there, yeah, venues for exposure could, is is another is something that we do
Yeah, yeah.
and crave as well. Well, I mean, all of that was incredible insight and so absolutely uh, worthy of. I'm glad that we asked this question and that we chatted about it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, and also it's interesting to see the cosplay community as a microcosm of the larger community. So when you mentioned the Panini and Black Lives Matter coinciding last year, and also giving a trampoline to your business and even an activist platform, a
Hmm.
place to say, this is what matters to me and I want to be seen. Um, it makes me wonder how come no more cosplayers make a stand politically and have a message of an artist.
Yeah.
You're by having a message you become an artist. By being defaced you're a model, and that's wonderful too. But there is the choice of which way do you want to go. Do you want to say something and use your voice, or do you want to sell and make money? And all of that is wonderful as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's I have the a couple other questions. So how can people get their hands on your artwork? Coffee and Etsy? Is there any other venue?
Yeah, so let me actually clear this up because I actually get this question a lot. So my main shop, the one that obviously helped start it all, is my Ko-fi shop. That's the one where I have all my products. Etsy was more kind of just like kind of like a tester website because I saw that it was really popular. So at first I kind of was just like, I'm gonna test this out for a month and see how it's like. Obviously, it's been doing pretty well. Some people prefer Etsy over Ko-fi, and the only thing that I hate is that a lot of people have been telling me that with my Ko-fi shop, their payments not going through and stuff. But I have been including in the captions now, and I've been making posts saying like you can Venmo me, Cash App, or PayPal. So I have other methods. So like in case if Ko-fi or Etsy doesn't work, you could just send it through there, and then obviously send me a note saying which product that you want. And then obviously encouraging people to DM me if they have any questions, because I don't want them to feel discouraged. Like if they see, the payment doesn't go through, like, oh, I can't get a product. Like, you can DM me. I'll try to answer you as quick as I can,
Yeah.
and like try to help people out. But yeah, my main shop is Ko-fi, and then my other shop is Etsy. That's where I mainly just post like some of my most popular stuff. Um, but if you obviously want like to see everything, including like my cosplay prints and everything, that Ko-fi is the best shop to go to.
Well, it's good for them to know that the payments might be flunky and you're very responsive by PM if that happens. So they can always
Yeah,
reach
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Not every creator is attentive to their PMs, but
Yeah.
I mean you are, and that's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so which was your favorite cosplay to embody and why?
So I get this question a whole lot. So, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm very proud of all my cosplays. I can't choose a certain favorite, but I have done some original cosplays, which I'm not sure if you know what those are, but obviously ones that that you create yourself. And there was one cosplay that I did last year, back in October, I believe it was October, November. It was more of like a darker kind of cosplay with like a dark concept, because I was talking about like my mental disorder, OCD, which I just was talking about previously. So I wanted to kind of come out to the world and explain that through my OC, which was named Vendetta.
Mm.
So she is my favorite, partially because like the area where I did the photo shoot was like in this like abandoned, like haunted looking place, and I've always wanted to like, I just have this love for like broken places to take
Oh,
pictures in.
are you
So as weird
okay?
as it might seem, like I know that sounds sus, but like there's just some beauty in like the broken places to take pictures. It just, I love it.
I love
So
I love that aesthetic. I definitely I want to
yeah.
see a picture. Now I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go look to find the OC Vendetta. Oh, I mean, again, using cosplay to give a voice and increase awareness of mental health is yet again another way in which cosplay can serve to transmit a message.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so you were doing it with so many things. So, uh, for cosplayers and cosplayers the world over who are just starting out, no matter their age or where they come from, what would you know about this? Like, what's one tip that you are like, yes, everyone should know this one before they get on the elevator? What?
I love how you were just doing like the little elevator thing.
I know.
The elevator to cosplay.
And the etiquette. I'm trying to get everybody's opinion because everybody has given me something different.
Yeah.
That's your button on the elevator.
All right, so I'm not gonna get too personal on here because I've been through a lot of am I allowed to curse on this live stream? Or do I have to keep it
Absolutely.
censored? Oh, all right. Because like I have a sailor mouth, but I don't know, because some people might like be like, you have to censor yourself. So like,
Everybody this is gonna be like over 13. So they're saying it, we say it. Nobody's gonna.
okay, all right, cool. But yeah, so I've been through a lot of shit
Mhm.
within the past 2 years that I've been cosplaying. I'm not gonna get into it, and I do have a quite quite a group of haters, but
Mhm.
that's another story. Anyway, that's one of the things that I would kind of advise, like joining the cosplay community, especially if you're going to put yourself online and go to conventions. You have to be open to criticism. Unfortunately, it sucks, just like being on the internet in general. you know it's not something you, well, in a way it's like you sign up for it, but at the same time it's not something that should be tolerated. Like, you're not supposed to be a punching bag, but unfortunately there's going to be those trolls that are gonna come your way and say rude shit.
Well,
And you just have to be prepared for that. I'm not saying like, have a panic attack every time you like post a photo, like, be yourself and like, do cosplays the way you want to. Obviously, don't let anyone tell you, your cosplay's not accurate or like, what the racist comments that I get that, like that person's not, like what a lot of people get, like that person's not black or like the N word, like ignore the hate, but at the same time, be prepared to handle it because it's gonna happen, especially as you grow, and
mhm.
especially if you're on TikTok, because we all know that that's one of the most toxic apps out there. So just if you're gonna cosplay, obviously have fun. Don't worry about the haters, but also be mindful that there's gonna be people that don't always like your stuff, and you don't have to please everyone. So, if people unfollow you because they don't like your content, so what? Fuck them. I mean, like, you have a bunch of other people that will love your content.
There are
And
billions
yeah.
on this. I'm sure that I'll find a new one. That is fantastic advice. I very relatable. There will always be dissenters and people who will try to take you down, and you have to develop a Teflon coating, unfortunately. And that does not mean that we don't need to have healthy boundaries and say, no, I actually have to take this comment, block this person because I don't need their fault or I don't need their shit.
Hmm.
I think like you have learned how to set those boundaries. how,
Yeah.
how do I say
It,
no?
yeah, it has taken me a while, trust me. Like, I know I appear, like, as, like, a very strong, straightforward bitch on the internet that, like, I say what I say, and it's like whoever likes it, well, fuck you. I don't care. Have a good life. Leave. But anyways, I have feelings too, so it's just like I try my best to not let the comments get to me, and sometimes it's like what, I feel like taking a break because it's just a little too much. But it's more like for my mental health. It's not like, oh my god, they destroyed me, I'm gonna like quit cosplaying. But it's more like it's always good to have a mental break because being on social media, it takes a lot. And, even if you're strong, you're going to have your weak points. And that's something that I feel like I've learned throughout this journey where it's like, I don't always have to appear as like this person that's like, I got this. I'm always going to just brush it off. Like sometimes there are times where like there's going to be people that like, especially like people that like, they end up unfollowing you or something after you had a really tight friendship with them. You're going to be like,
Yeah,
why did this happen?
and you
Or like
never
when
know.
that person
Oh my god. Yeah.
yeah, when that person that like starts hating on you that you didn't expect that they were gonna hate on you, like it's gonna shock you. And then of course like sometimes yeah, I get mad. I'm like, why the hell did this happen? But at the same time it's like I have you know a bunch of other followers that I know for a fact are true and real and that actually care about my content. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy and I'm putting out my content and you know, doing it for me and I'm not trying to impress everyone, that's all that matters.
I'm impressed.
I'm glad to hear that.
But
I try. I try my best to
here's my
put
deal.
out great content.
You, you put out great content and you're continuing to do so and you're growing and branching out and learning new lessons every day. And I think that would be true for any entertainment business. I think cosplay is somewhere between a business, a hobby, and entertainment and performance. So somewhere between like an art,
Hmm.
or seamstress thing too. So regardless of the industry, we're going to run into that patriarchal energy. That's how I'm gonna call it. Like the haters, who
Yeah.
say you're Latina, but like so many comments about ass, and you get comments that are race specific to you. And you just said that, so like to me, that's confirmation that oh my god, I'm not the only one that's the.
You're definitely not the only one. But you know what's funny? Like I get these racist comments, and honestly, it doesn't mean shit to me. It's just like another comment. I'm just like I can brush those off. I'm just like whatever, and I feel like it's mainly because like I was privileged enough to grow up where like I was never really bullied for my race, but more of like my personality and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm just able to take it so well, obviously, versus, everyone's different and everyone has other experiences. And I feel bad that other people, especially, like us minorities, have to deal with this shit. Like, we shouldn't have to. But at the same time, like, I'm happy that I'm able to just see these comments and it's just like, all right, whatever. But at the same time, I'm going to post about it and be like, yo, guys, like, stop. Like, it's not cool, like, in general, because it's like, we shouldn't have to deal with this. Like, just because it doesn't bother me doesn't mean that, like, I want it. like I don't want to see like the N-word blasted on my comments. Like, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, and those who don't want to hear you saying this is the reality of what's happening to me can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Like,
you should be able to talk about real things while also being a cosplayer.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and without any fear of backlash. Yeah. All right. So, thank you. I mean, I completed all the questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to be part of this process. I'm going to be cutting up these interviews into little sections and posting them in little snippets until the 25th.
Okay.
And on the Cosplay Inquirer page, which is separate from here, I'll post the interview as one big chunk on the 25th.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
yeah, and I'll send you a copy of this conversation by email so that you can choose to cut it and paste it and post it however you want. Because some of the questions might be something that you want to highlight, like you want people to know about your business program. So maybe like cut that portion out. And this is a co-creation for us both, so I really hope you get.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
well, I wanted to say thank you so much for having me on here, and I feel honored to, be interviewed by you guys, and I look forward to seeing, all the issues that you guys bring up and, come out with, and, like, I definitely will be here to support, and I'm glad that you're also a promoter for my business as well.
thank
So,
you. I mean, we're gonna cross promote, so this
of
is
course.
going relationship for myself, the newspaper staff, yourself, and I guess whoever is also in your affiliate program. I will eventually meet them too, and if they're doing something,
Yeah, of course.
easy, tribute and ask what they're up to. Yeah. Thank you so much, Alexi. I'm going to try to save this conversation
Okay,
very
thank
carefully.
you. Thank you, honestly. Hope you have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye. Thank you, everyone who joined
Bye.
the live too.
Thanks for joining, guys. See ya.
Bye.